Here you go. Robert L. Dean, we got a good one with us today. Who do we have with us today?
We have Tamika Foggie from the St. Louis, Illinois area.
Sister
Good
Tam-
morning. Good morning.
you there, Sister Tamika?
Good morning. Good
How,
morning.
how you doing, sugar? How you doing?
Oh my God, I am doing amazing. I'm so excited to be on the show today.
We're glad to have you.
Amen. Well, you know, this is
Yes,
Dr. LT and this is Robert Earl Dean. Could you say your
Your
name
name,
for us?
please.
absolutely. My name is Tamika Foggie.
Thank you.
Wait,
I know
Hallelujah.
it looks like
did you hear what she
like
said?
foggy,
Foggie.
but
No,
it's
say it again.
it's yeah.
Say it one more
Tamika
time.
Foggie.
Is it Foggy or
Tamika
Foggy?
Foggie. It's Foggie.
Oh, Foggy. Okay.
So,
Yeah,
so you
it's the
accept your apology
the
right
O
now or
says its
tomorrow?
name. It's the long O.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Anyway, he loves being right on the Wake Up
Hallelujah.
Morning show. But
Yes.
I want you to know that I just love your name. That
Right.
I tell people it might be Foggy somewhere else,
Yes.
but it's Foggy right here today.
Right.
Oh yes, it is.
Now, sister, how did you get started singing? What was your process? Because most people grew up in the church. Is that your story too?
That is my story. Been in church all my life. Now I cannot testify and say I've been saved all my life. Somebody might say they've been saved all their life, but I have not. That's not my story.
Mine either.
God saved me. Yeah, it's
Yes.
not. But I grew up in the church. Um, I've been singing. My mother says since I was 2 years old in my grandmother's living room.
Wow.
And if I can add, it was not gospel. It was the blues. It was like Betty Wright and stuff
Some
like
good
No,
that.
ones.
no, no.
For
Hold,
2 years
hold it
old.
on. Hold it on. Hold it on. You were singing at 2 years old the blues. What was your favorite song at two
Oh
years
my
old
God.
that you busted out with?
Oh my God. I love all Betty Wright songs, and I
Oh,
know
this
this
is
ain't
awesome.
right, but tonight is the night. Something like
Huh?
that.
At 2 years old, she
You
was
have
talking about
no idea
tonight is
what I was
tonight.
thinking about, but the girl can give you a whole show. I mean, oh my goodness, like anything, like all those um, old time blues. I mean, I just love to just electrify my grandmother.
Right.
Is really what I was doing.
And you had to hear
Yes,
it from somewhere. You had to hear it being played somewhere.
absolutely.
So
Yes,
we
she
can't
was
blame her.
playing it, so it
Right.
wasn't me.
Right.
Uh oh, she done got another thought. It wasn't me. But we caught you singing the song. It
Right.
wasn't me.
Right. Right.
Oh Lord,
so
yeah.
so so sis,
Yeah.
I'm checking out your album cover. I'm checking out your
Mhm.
song. I'm checking out your style. And I want you just to give us a brief journey of how did you get here because everything about your project says first
It is very
class.
professional.
So tell us how did you
Oh
get
wow.
come to this point on the journey?
Absolutely. Well, um, I started singing in church. I can remember leading my very first song when I was 7 years old. I sang "Oh Mary, Don't You Weep." I grew up. It was a little corner, a storefront church, in a
Hmm.
little storefront church. And then my pastor moved, so my mother, my family moved to where the pastor went over in Illinois. So I'm from St. Louis,
Hmm.
Missouri, born and raised, but I churched over in Illinois. And if anybody knows, St. Louis and Illinois is neighbors.
Right.
So, but I churched over in Illinois, and Illinois got some churches. We church over there. But my pastor now, since 2015, God moved me. He moved me, and I started attending the Ark of Safety Christian Church. And my
Hmm.
pastor and first lady is Raymond D. Ori and Kathy Ori. You guys may have heard of Lady Kathy Ori. She's an 8-time recording artist herself as well. Set under the leadership, set under the teaching and
Hmm.
the anointing, and ate at their table. And God opened doors there.
Hmm.
And actually, Lady Kathy Ori is my mentor, and so she sort of pushed me out. I wasn't. I'm all right to say that I wasn't a professional singer before I met this lady. I
Hmm.
was just a singer. I just sang.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. I was not planning on doing an album or anything like that. I just wanted to serve God. That's it. I was
Right.
okay with just being a worship leader on a praise and worship team, not out there, but God opened doors. My pastor and first lady basically endorsed this album. They pushed me, told me,
Wow.
daughter, it was your time. And I just went with God. I went shaking in my boots. We collaborated with Levi Two King, who is my big brother and
He is
mentor.
the best. He
Oh my
is.
God, he has been everything. My music, Jesus. Can I say it like that?
Yes, you
He has
can. You
been
can,
bridging me.
Tamika.
Like I call it like it is. Like for anything, and he made it plain to me because I'm a question asker. Like, what should I do? What
Right.
what? And he was like, I will be upset with you if you don't ask questions. And I
Right.
can call him for anything. So he has been walking me through this thing so much so to little things. Like I'm like, should I post this? And he's like, he'll tell me like whether I,
Right.
yeah or no,
Mm-hmm.
for the look, we should be as well orderly
Right.
and make sure things are decent
Yes.
before we just putting stuff out, just all willy nilly, basically.
Right.
So let
So
me ask you a question.
the look is from him.
You said that is you work with Levi?
Levi too.
Okay, because you
Levi to King.
Yes.
because he's a troublemaker, and I'm gonna tell you, yes, he is a troublemaker. Ever since he done sent us some of this music,
My God, he
I
is a
mean,
troublemaker.
we done had trouble
Oh
on this
my
We
God.
didn't have
station.
Ray Tina.
We can't keep Robert in his seat no
Yes.
more.
I Won't Quit
He
is my song of
Oh my
life.
he
God.
be falling out and
I
shouting,
do. I can't help
and
it. I Won't Quit is my song.
I'm like sitting up here. He
I
be
think
always
I know.
causing
Me
trouble.
too.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. He
Levi
does.
is a troublemaker.
He cuts up.
Yes.
He
Yes.
cuts up.
And for those that are
He cuts
listening
up.
and watching, Levi too is a producer, and you all to hear the back to back to back to back people that he produces, and all of their projects and
Oh
singles
my
are
God.
phenomenal.
Yes, yes,
Oh
yes.
my God.
So getting back
Well,
to
I'm
you,
honored.
with you connecting with the troublemaker,
Hmm.
this song always there. You have two versions of it. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
I do. Okay, yeah. So the reason there's two versions, Two and I, we call him Two.
Mhm.
So Two and I got together for a writing session, and he had this tune in his head, and he was playing it, but I kept hearing something different. As
Mhm.
I told you, I kind of come from a blues background, right?
Mhm.
So the first version is sort of funky, like I get a like a Fred Sanford type of vibe
Mhm.
for the first one. It's kind of like that. That was the beat, I guess. I started melody that I started coming up with. But he was just like, I keep hearing this country type of tune.
Yes.
So he's like, let's try it like this. And so we tried it both ways and couldn't decide which one we wanted to do, which one we wanted to go with.
Right.
And was just like, let's just do both of them and see what the people like. And we just kept the both of them. And
Very
my
smart.
favorite
Very
is the
smart.
country feel.
Very smart.
Absolutely.
You hit it with precision. I listened to it and I told LT, I said, this is a country version. And I didn't know at the time that it was. I just know what I heard.
I heard that banjo, and that
Yeah.
banjo was just working
Ooh,
me.
I love it.
But I gotta ask this question, sister Foggie. Explain the country twang, because see, you don't, you from like St. Louis, Missouri,
Right.
but where did the
Country
country
come
twang?
from?
Because you got country all up in. You sound like a Southern
A little
belle.
bit country, a little bit rock and roll.
Oh, wow. I mean, I'm from St. Louis. I'm from the Midwest, and so we're known for that their type of, and you can hear it on there. And so much so, I don't know which song it is, but I said, there always my medley, Jesus. And I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm so sad that I said there. I said, come on, something. It was like there. I don't know. I don't feel like I have an accent or,
Yes, you
have
do.
but
Yes,
I
you
know
do.
that I can get country.
Yes.
I can.
You can hear it.
Okay, so
Oh, wow.
so now that we asked that question, and you say you can get a little country, we gonna ask now some personal questions. You ready for the personal question?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I think I'm
Okay.
ready.
So Robert Earl Dean and I are both chicken connoisseurs. We want to know, can you fry some chicken, and is it worth us driving all the way to St. Louis to get it?
Listen, okay. I can fry some chicken, but I'm not no cook.
Okay,
I
at
wouldn't
least you honest.
personally. But if I have some guests, oh yeah, I can definitely get in there and cook some chicken.
Right, some
Absolutely.
chicken.
The chicken.
Right. Now, my question to you is, who are some of your favorite singers that you would want to collaborate with if you had an opportunity to?
Oh wow! Can I say firsthand? Um, everybody say Uncle John, John P. Key,
Yes.
um, Miss Shirley Caesar.
Wow.
Who else? I actually sang background for this lady. Well, just I, she came here for something, and we were honored to just do her background for Miss Dottie People.
Oh yeah.
Like people like Jacqueline Carr for somebody young. Like I love these people. Of course, like Kiki, Shear.
Right.
I don't know.
You mentioned a lot of traditional singers. That's kind of
Yeah.
interesting that you mentioned a lot of traditional singers.
Oh, I know somebody. You I wasn't ready.
But
But absolutely, hands down, like Shirley Caesar is somebody who I always have looked up to.
wow.
Listen to all her music and just like love her so much.
Right.
So let me ask you this question. From all intents and purposes, you sound like you one of the sweetest, nicest persons in the world. My question is, have you ever got off your sweet train and had to put someone in check while you was trying to minister?
Oh wow! I'm gonna go ahead and just be transparent. Yes, because it happened. Like right now, this is ministry, and right before this call, I got a text message that kind of threw me a little bit, and I felt the enemy trying to take me
That's what it was.
somewhere.
That's what it
And
was.
and you're dealing with family, you know, and so
Yes.
I said, you know what? I'm gonna be wise about this thing. I'm gonna let this go for now,
Right.
and just say okay.
Praise
And
the
I'm
Lord.
gonna go ahead and go with God. Yeah.
Except
So
for now.
of course, and I'll come back to that later.
Right.
And I don't get, but I know how to, deal with things. God has taught me how to deal with things.
Right.
But transparently, absolutely.
Right.
Amen.
Now let's talk about the process of your album. You have an 8-song, I believe, EP.
Well, 8
how did
tracks.
8 tracks? How did they come together? What was the process?
So again, this was not my prayer. Like I never dreamed to do an album. I am an actress, so
Yes.
I didn't dream to do that either. But I love it. However, singing, I love music from the bottom of my heart. Music is my life, but I just never planned to do an album. So when I was presented to do one, I just immediately, I'm like, oh my God, I love like traditional music, but I don't like write traditional music. I just want to sing the old songs. you
Right.
know, I just want to deliver them. So when I talked to my first lady, I'm not all musical. I'm not a musical scholar or anything, so I don't know much about the industry part, business on how to put an album together. And so they were just like, so you can do a full album or you can do an EP. I'm like, well, I think I want to do an EP because I want to do a few covers. And she's like, absolutely. And they explained to me what an EP was. And I knew off the top of my head, I want to, and most people do the fast or the upbeat medley.
Right.
And I just knew, because I'm a worshiper, and I'm just like, can I do one slow?
Right.
And so I put those songs together, and I wrote 2 of the songs that's on the album, including Always There. And my other one is Make Me Ready. That's my baby song that comes from my heart.
Right.
But the other songs, Precious Lord and
Yes, God is
Yes,
real.
God is Real. Yeah, so those are, I just wanted to go. Jesse Prather, I don't know if you guys ever heard. He's from the St. Louis, Illinois area. Amazing, great giant in music here. But he helped me with. He gave me the mindset to do Yes, God is Real.
Right.
And so he put that in my heart, and we went for it.
So I'm gonna ask you this question. You said that you're an actress also. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yes.
And where we can catch you at?
Oh, yes. so I started in the pit, singing in the pit, stage plays.
Hmm.
And then I was introduced to the stage, just as basically a little small feature part. And that was with WDB Productions, that's here in Illinois,
Hmm.
in Illinois. And I've worked with Willie Ray Productions. She's from Illinois as well. And right now I'm currently an actress under KMW Productions, and they introduced me to film. So they have multiple stage plays, hit stage plays, which the first one went to a movie. It was turned into a film. We even took it all the way to Orlando to the International Film Festival. Called The
Wow.
Wake Up Call. You actually can watch that movie for free. I'm featured in that movie, but you can watch that movie for free on YouTube.
Hmm.
Just look up KMW Productions and The Wake Up Call. But on the stage, I sang in the stage play, and as well as act. As well. It was fairly new. I've been acting, I guess, for about 12 years.
Hmm.
So it's always I'm always nervous doing everything, but it's like when God gives me that first utter,
Hmm.
it's like let's go all the way. You're here now. You might as well do it. So our second sophomore movie is called A New Husband for Christmas. It'll be out this fall, 2020. I'm so excited for it.
So I need you to dispel a rumor for me, just so that we can make
Mhm.
sure everybody's on the same page. Rumor has it that you have 7 kids,
Huh?
and that you have 7 kids, and so we just trying to. Could you just tell us about your
Yeah, let's
life?
cut that.
Because we want to make sure that we can dispel the 7 because they were saying it was the number of completion.
Right. Yeah. So that I don't think the Lord wrote that in my book.
Right.
Yeah, he didn't.
Don't
That
you?
wasn't. That's not my story. That's not my testimony.
Right.
Praise
Praise
the Lord.
God
Right.
for the testimony.
Right.
But that's not my testimony. I have 2 beautiful children. That's a big gap now. But my
Right.
daughter is 17. She'll be 18 years
You
old.
got a 17-year-old?
And I have a
You
17-year-old
don't look
baby.
like
She's
it.
so sweet. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. But I have a 17-year-old daughter and a 9-year-old son. My babies, DJ and Ayla. So they are my heart. I don't have the 7. I have, well, not 7, but together, all of them is 6. I guess you can call them my nieces and nephews.
Okay.
See that's
So
probably where that rumor got started, where we got to the number 7.
that's probably how it happened.
Right. That's probably how it happened. Now, what are your plans now? What's going on with you during this corona?
Oh, so I was just completely still when everything happened.
Hmm.
Actually, my CD was released during the Corona
Right.
shutdown. I was planning to do this big release
Hmm.
party, and even preparing to go and basically shop my album, basically,
Right.
introduce it to people out
Mhm.
of town. I was scheduled to go to Baton Rouge and different places, and all of that got cut out by Corona.
Right.
But I'm safe and I'm well, thank
Yes.
God.
Yes.
No one close to me in my immediate family, in my immediate circle,
Right.
has been caught up in the virus, thank God. But since about, I could say maybe the middle end of June, I started going back out. I do, with the permission of my leadership head,
Right.
and my pastor and my minister head at church. My church is shut down. The doors are closed, but
Hmm.
we actually have online service.
Hmm.
But a pastor called me to do worship for him on a parking lot.
Hmm.
Oh
And
yeah.
so it was kind of an open door type of thing. So
Hmm.
um, I went, praying, and I've been doing that for him every 2 weeks.
Wow.
And here and there, a little, I haven't really been out, but someone will call me, I'll use discernment and,
Right.
say if I should go or not. And I've been asked to, you think I should do this? You think?
Right, right.
But yeah, of course, try to make sure that I'm in line, like where I'm supposed to be. It's okay to get some godly counsel.
Yes, it's
Amen.
important.
Here's
So yeah.
here's my question to you. If say for instance Tyler Perry walked into the room right now and said, "I need a singer and an actress for my next big production," what song would you sing to get his attention as your audition piece? And you got to give us a little taste of it.
Oh wow. um, I I mean I'll just bust out with anything really. But if Tyler just walked in right now and I needed to just say yes to him,
Yes,
you were looking for me, sir.
yes.
Uh, I'll probably sing something like, "I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights." See, for Tyler, you got to really be energetic.
Yeah.
You got to perform, because this is not just about music,
Right.
but you're an actor now.
Right.
So you got to do something. Y'all can't see me, but when I look around,
Come on now. Come through, sister.
and I think things over, all of my good days, I weigh my bad days, and I won't complain. Is
You
that
better,
right?
you better sing it, sister.
Yeah, that's and the reason why I wanted you to do that, sis, is because I know that you're a singer, and I know that God has a special gift in your life. And
Yes,
God's getting ready to open up some doors that you don't even see coming your way.
yes,
And just because you are willing to be open to the move of the Spirit,
yes,
God is going to be doing some amazing things in your life. And so we want to thank you just coming and
yes. What an
sharing your
honor.
gift with us on the Wake Up Morning
Wow.
Show.
I would like to give a shout out to my younger brother from the University of
Wow.
Arkansas at
Thank
Pine
you.
Bluff named Darius Hicks. We call him DJ. He is responsible. He's
Absolutely.
responsible for hooking us up with Miss Tamika. He's responsible for hooking us up with
Absolutely. I
Raytina.
love,
DJ
yes,
Darius Hicks is a God sent. He's a hard
he
worker,
is
and
God
I
sent.
wanted to give him a shout out.
Amen.
Thank you so much. Yes. And I will be talking. He has been one of the ones who have said, call for anything. What do you got some questions? He's
Right.
been so transparent. He is very God sent.
Yes.
I love DJ so much.
Yes,
Darius.
we spent a lot of
I
time
love him
together.
so much.
We sung together in college, and he's a
Absolutely.
wonderful, wonderful person
Wow.
and a hard worker. Him and Levi. So we
Yes.
appreciate them for allowing
Yes.
us to share you with the world.
Great man of God. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys so much. I have been enjoying the all the lives. So I didn't know that I could. I just didn't know that I can follow you guys. I should have just typed it in, but I had the app on my phone, so that's how I was listening to you
Wow.
guys.
Oh,
But
awesome.
I've been enjoying. You guys are hilarious, but I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you speaking into my life. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
God is going to do it. I
Well,
believe it.
we're excited
I
about
believe
it,
it.
and we're really excited about the people that you actually have around you. You have a great support system,
Yes.
and that's what
Thank you.
the
I
artists and the other celebrities that are listening are just saying. Even our program director just came on, and she done gave all these emojis and sing and all right to Tamika, and everybody's just tuned in, and they're really excited about you. Like I said, the word is that you're one of the sweetest persons that people ever want to meet. And so
Yes.
we
Wow.
are excited about featuring this song again. We've been playing it already,
Oh, yes.
but we want you to introduce it one more time so we can take them to country church.
Yes.
Absolutely. Again, this is Tamika Foggie, and you are listening to my very first single, Always There, the Country Feel, right here on GOD Radio 1. Enjoy.
Yes.
the other way.